I wanted to make a video about the discussion that I had following one of my video about Upwork, where I was saying that I was having my first contract after only a week on the platform, and after somewhat like 2 weeks I had my second contract, and after a month I had my first really big contract. So I was explaining how I got those contracts, and that person in the comment, he said that he's been on the platform for 5 months now, and he's wondering why he doesn't have more contract, or at least its first contract. And I cannot answer precisely for that person, but I can answer for what I did and what are the mistakes that I avoided to ensure that I was on the platform performing with my contracts. And so one of the first thing by discussing with him, he said that he's been on the platform for 5 months, and I asked him, yes, but okay, in what niche, how many proposals did you send? Was trying to understand more about what he did actually in his journey on Upwork. And he said that his niche was video editing, which I think it's a good niche. I don't think there is a lack of offer on the platform for a niche like that. But one of the mistakes that usually people might do is to be not niche enough, not specific enough, more of a generalist. So if you're just saying I'm editing videos, maybe you might want to be the specialist of editing videos for travel blogs, or editing videos for health and wellness, things like that. So if I take my example, I was at the beginning I was selling myself as an illustrator and graphic designer, but that might probably be a little bit too broad. So what I would recommend is to niche down, be the specific specialist in a smaller pond than one of the fish in the ocean. So in my case, I went from illustrator, graphic designer to system thinking for printed board and card games. Very specific, but when I was applying to jobs, I was the unavoidable resource for clients that were looking for that. Of course, there is less board game jobs than you can have logo design, for example. But if you are too broad, you are only one in many freelancer. You are a commodity, you can be replaced. There is absolutely no advantage of being just one of many in your pound. So first thing, niche down, find a niche that is specific, that you can have, that you can be the best, that you can have portfolio items for that, that you enjoy working for that niche, and be as specific as possible. So that would be the first mistake to avoid, would be to be too broad. Like, so niche down, make sure that you are the best person in a small niche versus one of many in a broader niche. The other thing that I noticed is the volume of proposal that he was sending. He told me that he sent a bunch of proposals, so maybe 30 or 40 proposals in 5 months, which is definitely not enough in my opinion, because like if you're sending 2, 3, 4, 5 proposals every day, and that's what I was doing at the beginning because I didn't have any job, so I had to make Upwork work. There was nothing else that was working for me, so I had to be as efficient as possible. So I was sending probably between 2 and 4, so let's say 3 proposals every day, totally in my niche, in board games, a little bit in maps or other things where I felt that I was a good match. But it's a question of numbers. Like if you have 100 proposals, maybe 10 of them will contact you, then maybe 1 or 2 of them will give you a job. So you need to send a lot, and it costs money. But it costs about $150 to $2 to apply to a job. It's not that much, but if you send 10 proposals, that's already $15 or $20. It takes money, yes, but after 6 months, I had almost 10,000 done. So the money that I have invested into Upwork got repaid by itself with the contracts that I got. So you need to be treating that as any other kind of business. You are an entrepreneur, you are selling yourself, you need contracts, and to get contracts, you need to pay for marketing. But if you compare that with paying for Facebook ads or Google ads or billboards on the highway, you will need to pay for money to get your customers. But on Upwork, you are advertising to people that are on the platform, that they have a project, that they are willing to work with freelancers. So your marketing budget is much more targeted than in any other kind of platform. So that's the other suggestion that I would make a lot more proposals than 30 proposals in 5 months. It's not enough. I was doing that maybe in a week or 2 weeks. So it's a question of volume again. So that's the second mistake that probably this person was doing, is probably that he didn't send enough proposals to get actual work. I don't think his niche is inexistent, but maybe he needs to put more effort into his proposal, his business. The other thing, I think the portfolio, the profile, the title, the portfolio, it's very important. If you're not in a visual field, maybe you don't have that much illustrations and cool, fun projects to put into your portfolio, but try to think, how can I have beautiful, click-worthy portfolio that people want to work with you? And so even if you don't have a visual niche, try to figure out how to make your things visual. You can document a video, you can explain a client case, you can use Canva, do some layouts and templates about what you are doing, what you are offering, but I think the portfolio is very important. And the other thing, it's the speed. If the client is posting a job, you need to be in the first. If you are waiting and you connect to the platform once a week and with the hope of having fresh jobs, I was refreshing like 2, 3, 4, 5 times per day, see if there was new jobs, because if you are in the first to submit a proposal, you have much better chance of being seen by the client than if you are waiting even 4 hours. It's probably late because the client has probably already 50, 100 submission proposals to deal with. So, and that goes also for the communication. If you have the chance of having a client that contacts you, if you answer fast, you have better chance of being noticed than if you answer even a couple of hours after. You have to remember that the client has dozens or maybe hundreds of proposals, and he probably already decided on which freelancer he wants to work with after a couple of minutes. because those freelancers, they will have answered faster than you. So you reduce your chance if you're answering late. So as any business, you need to treat your freelancing career as an actual business that you need to do marketing, you need to be in front of the client, you need to deliver, you need to have the 5 stars reviews on your profile. All of those things are super important. That being said, I don't know exactly what was wrong with that specific freelancer. He just contacted me on YouTube, but I'm doing this video to show some of the mistakes that people can do on a platform like Upwork. And remember, the platform is very, very competitive. You have hundreds, thousands of freelancers. Many of them will apply to the same jobs that you are applying. Everybody wants to have those contracts. Everybody wants to work. So, yeah, try to avoid common mistakes when you are applying on Upwork. That's about it. Tell me in your experience, where are you in your journey? What is working? What is not working? Maybe I can audit your profile, your portfolios, your proposals. I'd be happy to answer your comments. If you like what I do, please subscribe. And yeah, good luck with your freelancing adventure. My name is Patrice, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.